Hi, welcome to the New Dad Show. I'm Jimmy, your host, and today we're just going to do some pool maintenance. As you can see my pool is very green. Having to work these new hours where I'm working days instead of PMs, I haven't really gotten a chance to come out here and check the pool, and that's how it turned in 2 weeks. Southern California, we're getting some unusual weather. A couple of days it's over 103, 105, then it dropped down to 87. Just not good weather for a pool. So what we're gonna do is, first thing we're gonna do is put the salt filter back together. I'll go in more detail on a video doing that another day. I apologize, I should have started off with that, but I didn't get the idea until much later on. So what we're gonna do is, first we're gonna put the salt filter back together. We're gonna add some algae to the water. Then we are gonna run the sand filter for 24 hours. By tonight, you should start seeing a complete difference in the pool. By tomorrow morning, it should be very clear. And by tomorrow afternoon, it should be right back to being healthy looking. Then we will vacuum the pool out. We'll add some more salt. And then we're good to go. Maybe we may have to, it just depends on how well the algaecide's working. I'm pretty sure we caught this early. It just started looking this way yesterday morning when I was going to work. I'm like, wow, there's a lagoon in my pool, in my backyard. We may have to add some shocker, and the kind that we chose is what we use is because this is an above ground pool and it has a plastic liner. You have to get a shocker that is made for plastic liners, otherwise it'll bleach out your floor, bleach out your colors, and it's just not good for your whole salt filter system, and it's not good for you guys either. So I'm gonna turn this off for a second, then I'll meet you back when I'm starting to put the pool or the salt filter together. All right, sounds good. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna turn the camera around so that you get a better view, and I'll show you how this is all set up. All right, I have it switched off since yesterday. I didn't want to have to do this in the middle of the night, so I didn't come out here other than just to pull the parts out of the salt filter. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put these back together. You can see right up here, see that little notch right there? It's gonna match up to the notch that's inside right there. If you don't do this right, it'll leak. As you can see, there it is. It just plugs in there like that. Then you put that back in, make sure that little spot is connected. That right there. Then you plug it in. Make sure it's all nice and tight. Alright. Next, you can see the salt filters there. Next we're going to do is we're going to turn this back on. Since we had it unplugged, we didn't want the water to backfill and come back through. Now the algaecide I chose is Clorox Pool and Spa Algaecide Plus Clarifier. Now the reason why I chose that is I've tried it. Let's see, there were about $4.95 on sale at Walmart, so I bought about 4 or 5 or 6 of them. I think I bought 6 of them just to keep. And I tried it out, and within like 5 hours, the pool was noticeably clearer and definitely in much better shape. And by the morning, the pool was crystal clear. I've tried a lot of different algaecides. I've tried them from our pool supply store. I've tried them from Leslie's Pool. Tried them from Home Depot, and I've tried the discount Suncoast whatever ones from Walmart. And actually, this Clorox one, has done the best. So this is the one I recommend, and you'll notice that it'll be so much clearer. Now, if this is your first time ever using algaecide on an above ground pool, what you do is you pour it all around the edge of the pool, in a big circle, obviously, because mine's a circular and whatever yours is, whatever yours is. But you're just going to keep adding it as you empty it all along the edge of the pool. And you want to make sure that you leave the filter running for 24 hours so that it goes into the filter and out, and it circulates the water and circulates the algae throughout the pool. So, starting here where the skimmer is, I'm just going to start pouring it in a circle, go around the ladder, and we're just going to keep pouring it. I'm not going to bore you while I do this, so I'll check back in a second. Okay, you can pour a little bit into the skimmer, and it'll go directly into the filter and then be sent out and clean whatever gunk's inside the filter. Some people say don't, some people say you can. I've been doing this for the last 3 years. Haven't had any problems. The pool always looks nice. And like I said, I've done it with some other algicides that are not made for above ground pools, but I tried them anyway because I listened to the guy down at the pool supply. But they're dealing mostly with, well, exclusively with in-ground pools. So they don't, in my opinion, don't know a whole lot about above ground pools. And if they do, I don't know. But a lot of the stuff that they've sold me and told me pretty much are for in-ground pools. So it's up to you if you want to do it or not. I haven't had any problems. I don't pour a lot. I pour just a little bit. And that's about it. So tomorrow we'll come out before I go to work and we'll check the pool and see how it looks. And I know it'll be so much clearer and nicer. Then after I get home from work, I'll jump in the pool, vacuum it out, do another backwash to get all the gunk that I just finished vacuuming out, and then I should not have to worry about the pool for another 2 weeks. Like I said, when it comes to sand filters and the salt filter, really you don't have to add a lot of chemicals. Really, the algicide's the only thing you need to do. Like, we live in Southern California and it gets pretty hot here in the month of September, late August, and through July through August you get hot days, cold days, medium days. You know, it's just algae weather for the pool. Okay, good morning. As you can see, the pool is a lot clearer now. It's a lot more blue than it was that yucky green pea soup that it was yesterday. What we're going to do now is we are going to use the broom to brush on the sides of the pool. We're going to brush a little bit of the bottom of the pool, see what's stuck there. Then of course we're going to vacuum it out. Then we'll backwash, and then we will wait till a little bit later on tonight, of course, but we'll add some shocker to it. And as I said before, it's very important to use a shocker that's designed for above ground pools with a plastic liner. So let's move on to the next step. You see, I'm just using the brush and brush the side walls. Let's try to get an underwater action shot, see if it'll come out. So the first thing we're going to do when you backwash is we're going to turn the pump off. Next, what we're going to do is turn off the return hose. That way water doesn't leak back out. We're going to turn off the salt filter. You can see it's on filter right now. You always want to make sure that the sand filter is turned off before you move the plunger valve. You always want to make sure the plunger valve is completely back before you turn it. And we're going to move it to the closed position. Then we're gonna open then the flush valve. We're going to attach the drain hose to it. There's going to be a lot of water, and now I have it close to my house. I don't want it hitting my house and messing up my foundation. Now that I have that connected, I'm going to turn it to the backwash setting. And as you can hear, it's already starting to go through. Then we're going to turn the pump on. You can see it coming out. You can see that it's going into a safe place in the yard. And the water is all green and yucky from all the algae and dirty from all the dirt that's in the filter. So we're going to let this run for about 3 minutes until it's clear. Again, I'm not going to waste your time making you watch this full thing for 3 or 4 minutes. So we'll just check back later when the water's clear. You can see the water's nice and clean now. So pretty much be sure that the filter is clean. So the last step we're going to do is we are going to rinse the sand again so that it settles and it's leveled, and then we'll turn the pump on. Now that I've turned on the pump, you can see that the needle's back into the green. It's always going to be on that spot for my pool, but for your pool it may be a little bit lower, but that's for mine because of the way I have it connected up. That the pump is shooting water out nice and healthy, and there's a good strong stream of return water. Okay, so what we're going to use today is Clorox Pool and Spa Vinyl Pool Shock. It's specially formulated for above ground pools with a plastic liner. So how we're going to add it is we are going to do just like we did with the algicide. We are just going to pour it along the edge all the way around the pool. Now I'm not going to bore you with this because you don't need to watch me do this entire thing and just wasting film. So we'll check back in a minute. Okay, that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that anytime a new video posts, you'll make sure that you get the notification. Thank you for joining us. And in the comments below, I'll have a link to where you could buy some of the products that I used for this video. And if you have any questions, comments, just go right to the bottom there. Let me know what you think. Have you had any trouble with your pool? What do you do with the algae problems? Do you have any tips, some advice, some things that you saw I did wrong, some things that maybe I've helped you with? I want to hear those comments. Thank you for joining me. I'm Jimmy, and this is The Real Dad Show. God bless.